transitioning into what many people are describing the NBA's version of the Red River Rivalry. And we're recording this before game one of the NBA semifinals, the Thunder versus the Mavericks. But I still want to get you guys' opinion on this series first, specifically. And I'll start with Barry. What do you feel is more important to OKC right now? Lou Dort's defensive assignment against Luka or Chet Holmgren's ability to keep Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively off the glass?
Daniel Gafford has been a revelation to me in the games I've seen him play against the Thunder. So I was thinking that is going to be a real key to the series is Gafford for the Mavericks. Yeah, because, Luka and Kyrie, they're going to do their thing. But if they can keep Gafford from being a big impact player, I think that would be huge for the Thunder's chances for success.
I think, they're all critically important matchups. I think, but I think where the Thunder has a great advantage here, Barry, is that they've got four elite defenders. Holmgren, Case and Wallace, Shea, and Jalen Williams are all elite defenders. And so I think you can mix and match. Now I'm thinking about the big picture, not just, the big men inside or Luka all over. But I think you're going to see a lot. I think the guy you can't neutralize him. You can't, but you can he's either going to be good or great is Kyrie Irving. And he was great in game 6 against the Clippers. He was classic Kyrie Irving, big shots, and played beautifully in that fourth quarter. So I think it's so important for Oklahoma City to keep Kyrie at the good Kyrie level and not let him get to the great Kyrie level. Because Luka, one way or another, is going to get 30. You just know it. I mean, he is. Now, preferably he gets it on 25 shots or whatever. But he's going to get his 30 points. And so I just think it's critically important for the Thunder to not let Kyrie be the great Kyrie Irving who beat the Warriors 7 years ago, or 8 years ago, with that amazing three right in Steph Curry's face in game 7, or that big 4-point play the other night on that corner three against the Clippers. I think Kyrie, their ability to keep Kyrie at a reasonable level of influence on these games is the key to everything for Oklahoma City.
I think personally, more than Lou versus Luka, I'm interested to see what Kaysen does against Luka when Lou's not on the floor, because I think that could potentially be telling of what the Thunder might try to do in the future in terms of how the roster changes moving forward after this season. Some have suggested that the Thunder should consider trading Lou while his value is at his highest in order to fill their need in terms of rim protecting and rebounding down low. And if Kaysen does a good job on Luka, which from what we've seen from Kaysen so far, he already kind of just feels like a younger Lou Dort. They're very, very comparable, except for the experience factor and the pedigree that Lou Dort has, of course, going against the best offensive players in the league. But if we see some good signs from Kaysen guarding Luka, then maybe that makes it all the more reasonable to think that, okay, the Thunder maybe might finally actually pull the trigger on a Lou Dort trade to address needs elsewhere.